Renata Kalista is probably the strongest 2v2 lane that we still have, especially after the archery bot lanes have kind of fallen out of favor. We'll see whether that is going to be enough. It's a pretty lackluster. Did you have a level 2? But still, you can definitely dive this, especially with bailout.
Meanwhile, I mean, Zeka is taking a decent trade, but here's the dive. Viper getting pretty low. The Ignite is in. His first blood going over to Kalista, but now the turnaround's here. And at the end of the day, I mean, they take out Viper. He's denied all of this farm, and the TP is also used by Doran.
After what was a very, very solid game number 1 by Hanwha Life with so a good amount of mistakes, I think, on the Gen.G side, as the grasp stacks and the smolder stacks are being farmed up.
This is the issue about playing Yone into this is Lehens. Wow, gonna trade flashes here with Peanut. That is a trade up for Gen.G. Today, I mean, Chovy's just sitting there farming and getting stacks, and Zeka isn't really doing anything at this point in time.
Really isn't, and oh, look at the bot lane wave state as well. This is a kind of a nightmare scenario where you are playing in a 2v2 that is heavily lopsided already. Paze also was able to pick up an early kill, making it even worse. Another confirmation as well that Peanut's on the top half of the map. Going to be a colossal amount of gold that's going to go into Gen.G, so I think Hanwha Life are basically forced to dive here as Keen. Oh boy.
Well, that wasn't really the dive you were looking for. I mean, they can still try to go for it again. Keen trying to pull the wave and go in onto Viper. He knows he really doesn't have anywhere to go, so decides to get aggressive with it. Yeah. It helps that he's not Nasus as well.
Well, reinforcements are on the way. Might be a bait. Oh, lands the show.
Oh, they try to go on a Canyon. He's just in Italy. And bailout comes in, but they're not going to get a takedown. The kill goes to Peanut. And now a massive bullet time goes to Hanwha Life. Viper with the perfect positioning. And Hanwha Life esports, it was like the next one-up. They knew that Gen.G were going to be there, and they collapsed immediately.
The trap set ends up being by Hanwha Life, and that's why you give the light. His Leona, beautiful engage on top of the Nidalee, and it's necessary, right? We always see when one team is too dominant in the long run, doesn't end up quite working out for both the team and I think the region as a whole. Do note that Paze is monstrously strong. Level 8 right now, basically a solo laner when it comes to the experience, and they do have the Renata ultimate, so Hanwha Life taking a bit of a gamble here.
Oh, the aggressive TP, but they're trying to go forward. Everything misses for Hanwha Life, and now Zeka gets hand shook, and he gets shaken down to the ground, taken down, and Delight as well. This engage goes horrifically wrong for Hanwha, and Gen.G are looking to punish Viper. A million sticks in, Amiga's taken down. It is 4 kills to the side of Gen.G plus a dragon, and Gen.G slap them down just like that.
Oh, and all of a sudden, things are looking up. They are able to still get to the required amount of grubs because Canyon after that play immediately went towards top side and only got a single one. So that's a nice little win for Hanwha Life, but that's not ideal because, again, person getting the kills on Gen.G are Chovy and Paze.
Yeah. And you mentioned it. The second the cleanse comes in, it's just kind of over for Hanwha Life esports as Chovy's just going to kind of face check and die. Will he die, actually? Couple of damage could go into him and take him down. One auto from Peanut will get the kill, but Peanut might have to pay for it as Paze is just huge. Going to pick up his 3rd kill as well.
Kalista games that have gotten a little bit silly when it comes to the kill scores. Want to highlight as well something that isn't going to be relevant now, but Chovy can actually utilize his Q to burn people through the Zyra plans. And it's not something that's very fun to play into as Hanwha Life. I don't know about this. I do. Don't. Yeah, they seem...
Do you or don't you, Chronicler?
They've made the same conclusion, and fortunately decide the better of it.
Yeah. Definitely a good call. I think if you have a better setup and you're able to catch someone, then maybe, but very nice spread from Gen.G. They know what Hanwha Life esports' comp does.
Does have some sustain, but...
I feel like this is happening to Gen.G a lot, where they're kind of just running into things. They're extremely confident to just go in, as now, speaking of which, Delight gonna get handshook, he's just dead. And just like that, Hanwha Life esports lose pretty much their most important tool when it comes to the engage, and now they're gonna have to give up a 3rd Drake to Gen.G. It's Ocean Soul, it's not the biggest deal, but for Gen.G, they're gonna happily just walk away with the soul if you give it to them.
And this is part of the pivot that we saw Gen.G make into heavy early game, right? Right now, sitting at its soul point, what is it, like 17 minutes? That's kind of insane, Veldes. Yeah, 17 minutes, very early
This is a very different Cassante, but we'll see if they can get it done with 3 members, as, yeah, he's just going to be taking down the sheer damage from these 3.
And he just has to kind of accept that this is his fate in life. Nice catch there by Hanwha Life. Doesn't mean the mid lane turret is going to go down, because that was a 3-man investment towards that bot side.
Yep. And Gen.G really capitalizing on that. You saw Viper had the bullet time to wave, so not really able to push them off the turret afterwards. So
really, this Baron hit as well, I feel like that's the dream for Renata. Being able to...
Trying to go in on a peanut here. That is a very nice ult from the side of Lahan's door, and flashing in, trying to make something happen on a pace, but he's just hopping forward, hops into Leona, and he's got the bailout, so he's not scared. Gets another kill, and now he's super low, and they can't take him out. Delight, he gets bitten in, another huge handshake from the side of Lahan's. And Gen.G, they just chop him down. Yeah, it's very early on, but it's only Zeka who's here. So it is a 3 Baron. You got the tankiness, you've got the Kalista. It's an easy take out of this. Kalista with 2.5 items. And now he got the Baron gold as well. He buys a Wit's End.
Heal, because Viper was just looking for the final auto. Heal coming through, and now Gen.G have the Baron empowered recalls.
Oh god, the engage Renata, but very nice buffer from Zach.
Yeah, but now that cooldown is gone. Like, that's one of your big wombo combos. We'll see if Viper and Peanut can pull it back.
I mean, they have to try to stop this one. They don't want to give Ocean Soul over. Zeka gets the knock up here on a Chovy, but that is Smolder, level 14.
Oh, the burn!
Yeah, the burn already coming through. It's online in 22 minutes, and the Ocean Drake does go to Gen.G. And now they're just ripping him apart in this team fight. It is not a close one as they get the execution. Double kill for FaZe as well. And even Keen gets to have just a smidgen of fun.
Unless we get some really big mispositions of the key carries on Gen.G, I think this one is just kind of donezo. As
I feel like Doran is just dead.
Yeah.
I mean, with red buff here as well, I mean, he is Dominus and Renekton, but just too far behind. He doesn't have flash either. He's trying to slice and dice. That is a missed spear, but it just doesn't matter.
No, with the Leandris especially, like, because he has a ton of health but not a lot of resistances, so you just slowly chew through. His pace is like... How is it? Oh, love... Oh. Wait, yeah, the red reset.
Well, I think Peanut might die anyway, as they don't necessarily have to dive this turret, but they will. And you know what? Why not? As he is legendary, as he hits now his 9th kill.
And it goes back to what you were saying in the draft, and it was, in my opinion, one of the biggest weaknesses that we saw game plans are working out. Right, they go for the triple jungle ban onto Peanut, end up securing the Smolder, which was a prior pick for Hanwha.
And some teams would collapse when they finally get challenged, but Gen.G are not that team. It's a very nice lineup here from Zeka, but he's all alone. So yeah, it looked really cool, and you know, I'm sure the Yone fans out there are clapping their hands, but that doesn't do anything. And they can't really do anything. I'm not really blaming him, but at the end of the day, Hanwha Life esports are just too far behind as the minions chip away at the inhibitor. And Gen.G are definitely looking much better. I don't think it's quite Pobe, but it's getting close. As now the engage is just going to come out and Delight just dies. And guess what? Doran also just dies. Hanwha Life esports do not get to fight in this game. They do not get to play the game anymore. Just barely safe.
It's fine, Valdez. Yeah, it's a strong turret.
The Nexus hasn't fallen
yet. That will defend the Nexus for the foreseeable future. I think last game we had a, and I think Gen.G have earned that. We had a lot of faith in Gen.G to maybe pull it back. This one, and run through to mid.
Yep.
Ooh, little window there. Could have been stolen by Peanut if he was allowed near the pit.
Yeah, it does look like they are going to win this game number 2, unless Hanwha Life esports have some miraculous surge of gold in this one. But Gen.G gonna do it the old tutorial way, take out every single inhibitor and every single engage tool that the side of Hanwha Life esports have. They've already taken out Delight as the Zyra ult comes in, tries to disengage for them, and FaZe is still just hopping forward. A lot of damage has been done to the non-main characters in this game on the side of Gen.G, but not much has been done to deal with FaZe, as the bailout is able to hop forward, takes out the Renekton, and takes down the game. Game 2 will go to Gen.G, and we've got a series on our hands.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.